Hey guys, this is IntroducingEmy, and we're going to be doing a commission today, another Twitch icon. This one isn't for Zisto though, this is another user. And I'm basically redrawing this icon, the snowflake and a beer mug, but without the word drink. So I actually kind of already like the stuff that's going on here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these elements and just kind of give them a design overhaul here. And in case you're wondering, this little window here is approximately the size of what the final icon would look like in the smallest version in the chat. So I'm gonna keep that there so I can keep an eye on my design. Actually, maybe I will. This was kind of a happy accident over here. This ended up a little concave, so maybe I will do something like that just to fill up a little more space, make it a little more dramatic. It's dramatic as a beer stein. Is a glass beer mug considered a stein? Probably not. It doesn't have the lid or whatever on top. There we go. This beer is going to have a lot of head. A lot of foam. Okay. And that is going to be the snowflake. And I'm actually going to, in my sketch, make this blue so I can get an idea where it's going to be. Now it'll be behind the glass, but I want to be able to see it a little better. Okie dokie. I think that looks good. Okay. And I actually think the snowflake looks good too. So I'm going to try to mimic it. Let's make this lighter, and for our snowflake, we're just going to pick a not very snowflakey color. Oops. The only reason I picked a not snowflakey color is so I can see it easily against the white background. we're just gonna try to mimic this. I think Snow is the commissioner. I think they stated that this was just clip art, but I kind of like the design. I think it's like really bold, and I think it'll stand out pretty good against the rest of it. Let's do a perspective warp. Kind of remind me of like little chicken feet. I'm thinking. I think I made my snowflake a little strange here. How should I do? I'm trying to think how I should do this now. So, strands. Having some slight sizing issues here. I think I need to bring this all in closer. Yeah, that's what I needed, I think. I need to go closer still. There we go. Okay, and a little trick to just smooth this out. So what I do is I put it on a white background, pick the two colors I want. Could be black and white, could be purple and blue, whatever, just so that you can see the difference. Then I go to Filter Gallery, and I go to Stamp, and take my stamp. There's only two settings. Light, I don't think you can see it. Hold on. There we go. So there's smoothness and then light and dark balance. And I like doing that. Sometimes if you mess around with like cutout, you can also like you can get some cool things by messing with like edge simplicity, edge fidelity. You can like do all kinds of, there's like a lot of different settings that can kind of get you that same look, but generally like sponge because it immediately takes you to two colors, and that's good enough for me. And then we'll just cut it out, layer via cut. There you go, snowflake. And I like that blue, actually. But we are going to go inside. And let's make that blue a little darker. Or a little more intense anyway. My computer just made a noise and it's scaring me. Sorry, I was just messing around a little bit. Okay. Let's do that for now for the snowflake, and I will just call this layer snowflake. Snowflake, excuse me. I don't know why it even matters, but there you go. Okay, and I'm going to put that down there, and now I'll just turn it off for now. Now I'm going to do the beer stein. And I'm going to be a little cheaty snake. I'm going to cut the beer stein out. I'm going to go over to a new window. I'm going to make this 3 by 3. On a new layer, I'm going to do some quick straights here so I can kind of snowball upon there we go. And then I'll just straighten this out. And I don't want to make it any bigger because I don't want to have to shrink it down too much. See, something like that. Okay. So it's just so I can get an idea. Make sure everything's nice and even. And I'm going to go ahead and turn, actually my correction's pretty high. Okay, so I'm going to do a curve. There we go. Guess I should have probably erased that little bit there before I just doubled my work. Okay. Stop it. I keep wanting to save, but I'm not actually on a window I can save right now. I mean, I could save this, but that's how you lose work. Now, I don't normally work in like multiple unsaved windows like this, but this is a quickie commission, so I feel safe to play it a little fast and a little loose. So, in case you're wondering, part of the reason that I don't work with a super smooth brush to ink is because it sort of lets me hide any little like imperfections or little wiggles, or you know, it hides sort of the unsteadiness of my hand, but also when it's shrunk down, it seems to be just as clear as if I had done it smooth. Now, I've never really done like a hardcore comparison of it, but I don't know, I'm not really liking this I guess that'll be good for now. Let's take it back to I'm actually going to leave the head on its own layer just in case the beard stein needs to be changed or dealt with. And now I can move the snowflake down to there. Curious if you can see. Not really. Yeah, you can't really see any details. I think it's better to just keep the snowflake pretty simple there. I shouldn't do that. Okay. Let's throw some color on here and see what it looks like. Let's do the foam first. I actually, like I said, I drew some beer last year, I think, for a commission. Maybe it was 2013, jeez. And it turned out pretty nice. I was just gonna go over there and steal the colors I used, but maybe I won't. Oh, wait, no. I'm in no man's land now. I don't know where I am. Where's all my art stuff? My art is spread all over my hard drives. Wow, I really don't know where that stuff is now. Huh. So my manga resources. Is it in Dreamland? Oh, there it is. Okay, okay. Now we're... No, this is too far back, I think. Yeah. Wow, I really don't know where that stuff is now. Alright, I'll just have to make it up. I'm debating if I should try to do some kind of like soft shading. Or if that's something I shouldn't even attempt. Yeah, it's pretty hard to make out. Maybe I can like put a border around the whole thing when it's done, and then I can see it. Is that connected? No, it wasn't. Okay. Well, it's getting connected at the top. Oops. Helped that the layer was unlocked, and I had a brush that had something of a line quality to it. There we go. Sorry I get so quiet when I color. I'm generally concentrating though. Oops. It's a little big. I don't know. It doesn't look like soft shading is really going to be the ticket here for me. I get so in my own head when I'm like shading. I start like my mind wanders and stuff. It's kind of hard to like keep up the commentary. I get so focused. Had the wrong thing selected. Trying to decide how stylized the bubbles will be because at some point they will be hard to see. It's the only bad thing about Twitch icons is you can't get too locked up in the details because you just won't see them. Doing work for nothing. This beer's making me thirsty. I have a cup of coffee here, but it's just not the same. Oops, forgot to do the handle. let's put the beer in its own folder. That way I can move the whole thing. Man, I wish I could do more to this. Like, I wish I could incorporate, like, the theme of snow a little better. It's just that, I don't know, it's so small. All I can think of is to put a blue outline around the beer, but I don't think that's really... like a dark blue. Oops. I could even make it a little smaller. Let me leave one version that's large, and then this version will be small. Could even put the snowflake like that. Oh, it chews up so much of like the visual space. God, these Twitch icons. They're an art of their own. Well, I think that's just about gonna do it. I'm gonna send this to them and sort of let them, you know, direct if they want any more changes or whatever. And yeah, I think the only little teeny tiny thing I want to change is I might like make that more pronounced. Like make that puff up a little more, but yeah. I'll do that off camera, so we go. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me, and yeah, bye!